Welcome to Marlins Way, where we find Lone Depot Park. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers taking on the Miami Marlins.
And now, please welcome your
first pitch coming your way next.
Marlins.
And getting the start for Miami, Max Meyer. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch-to-contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They can move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Comes up empty. That's strike two.
Nope, inside, ball two.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And there's one away. Here's Shohei Ohtani. Outside. Meyer with a stellar run lately on the mound, really carving up lineups.
Some pitchers can go out there and rip off a month or two of incredible starts. And right now, it looks like he's in one of those grooves. Really fun to watch.
And he'll reach second with one away.
Batting third, the right fielder, Kyle.
One out, runner at second. Here's Kyle Tucker.
Ball two.
Swing and a miss as he was late. 3-2 now.
Down.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Will Smith to the plate. Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Goes down looking. Back here in Miami, and on the hill for the Dodgers, Tyler Glasnow. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
One away. And the batter now, Xavier Edwards. Singing when the year's over, he'll have a new career high for RBIs in a season. In the air to left center. Hernandez on the move. Nice grab on the run. That's out number 2. And now for the Marlins, Otto Lopez. Chris, he's definitely going to finish the year with a new career high in homers. We just don't know how many he's going to hit quite yet. Close, but called a ball. And now 3-1. Right through there for a strike. Up the middle, Hernandez fires to first on the run. They get the out, and that'll do it. Back here at Lone Depot Park. On now to the top half of inning number 2. Teoscar Hernandez steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Out to short. Throws to first. And quickly one away in the second. Here's Freddie Freeman now.
Very humble guy, and you know, on the field, off the field, and he goes about his at-bats in that way, Boogie's. They're just trying to stay with the plan. And that plan is hit the ball to left center field, drive the ball that way, and let it travel.
Yep. Here's Kike Hernandez. Hernandez with some impressive production lately. And he grounds one to the right side. Edwards. That's the third out. Inning over. Back here in Miami. Now here's the Marlins DH, Agustin Ramirez.
This hitter's looking for a fastball, but I'm not sure he's going to get one. Pitcher doesn't have to challenge him. If he feels better about his off-speed secondary stuff, then stay with it.
2-2 now. He goes down looking.
Batting big, the right fielder.
Now here is Owen Casey. 1-2 here. Out towards right center field. And there's 2 down. Digging in, Connor Norby.
Third baseman, number 1, Connor Norby.
2 down, nobody on. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Well, here we go. Top of the third. Scoreless game.
Number 44, Andy Cahill.
Next pitch in for a strike. And the count is 2-2. On the ground. Nice grab. To first. Nicely done for the out. Alex Freeland steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Here's a 1-1. Chop to third. And it goes just foul. Hit on the ground to short. Lopez. First 2 batters retired here in the top of the third.
Up next for
Max Muncy at the dish.
Number 13, Max.
2 down, nobody on. This one in the air, center field. Marcy gets under it. And that is that. As we go to the last of the third. Now it's the Marlins catcher, Liam Hicks. On the ground, right side. Freeman steps on the bag. 1 gone, bottom of the third inning. And now the first baseman, Graham Pauley. Still tied at 0, last of the third. Ground ball, left side. Into the outfield, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Two-1 now. Swinging a foul straight back. Here's a 2-2. And down on strikes he goes. Another strikeout for Glasnow. Xavier Edwards gets a chance to hit here. Here's a 1-1. Pauley leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Fouls one off. 2-2. Now it bounces away. Can't squeeze it. Man at second. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
The batter, number 6, Shortstop.
Otto Lopez, the next up for the Marlins. Swing and a ball drilled center field. Pages makes a nice running catch. As we go to the top of the fourth, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Shohei Ohtani. The 1-1. And a big swing and a miss. Got him swinging. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Up next to the Dodgers,
Kyle
the
Tucker,
right fielder,
a.k.a. King Tuck, to the plate now. Ball to strike. The pitch. Tucker, who's been an all-star and a Gold Glover. Next pitch inside. Ball 3. Popped up. Foul territory behind the plate. Has room, and he makes the catch. The batter now will be Will Smith.
Will Smith.
2 down, nobody on. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And that gets down into the gap. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. In with a double, and the go-ahead runs at second with 2 out.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
The 1-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
Into the outfield, base hit. Headed for the plate. He will score, and the Dodgers have the lead. It's an RBI single, 1-0. So 2 down. Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit.
Inside, ball 2.
The 2-1. Right through there for a strike. That's smacked on a line to center. And that's a base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Back-to-back singles. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. Full count now. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. Good job at damage control right there. Ready to go, bottom 4. And now here's the Marlins DH, Agustin Ramirez. Late with the swing there.
Ball.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. This one in the air, center field. Pages moving under this one. 1 up, 1 down. So up next, Owen Casey.
The right fielder.
So here's an interesting note on Glasnow. He's been known to look at photos of people he doesn't like before it starts. It's a way for him to kind of get angry, and then he carries that anger out to the mound to help him pitch. Sounds like a good strategy to me, but I wonder who he's looking at.
Line drive, and that's got extra bases written all over it. And the tying runs at second base with a double.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all. Really good take, especially with 2 strikes. As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Jacob Marcy getting ready to hit. So RBI spot, but Chris, this is a guy that is not really swinging the bat all that well here.
In this situation, you have a real good opportunity to get swings and misses and record a strikeout. I think you attack him in this spot.
Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Base hit into the outfield. Runner around third. Safe. We're tied at 1.
Well, those kind of lucky soft hits will always make you smile. Looped that one in there for the knock. Definitely got that pitch on the outside of the cap a little bit, but he made it work for him.
Next offering is downstairs. Runner takes off. Striking there. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. This to center field. Tracks it down for the out. And that ends the inning. Back here at Lone Depot Park, we go to the top of the 5th. Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And that skips into dirt. What a stop. Throw to first, and very nicely done for the out. So digging in, Alex Freeland. Here's a 1-1. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. This one chopped to first.
Foul ball.
And foul ball. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. Back to the top of the Dodgers order. And now it's Max Muncy. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Good piece of hitting, going the other way with that pitch to beat the shift. You know, not a lot of guys are willing to do that, even with the shift on, because they're looking to pull the ball with authority. But it
got him swinging for the strikeout. Picks up strikeout number 7. Back here in Miami, and now for the Marlins, Graham Pauley.
Number 21, Graham Pauley.
That one fouled off. Swing and a ball lifted left field. 1 down. Back to the top of the Miami order, Heriberto Hernandez. The next to hit. Hernandez checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. He did not go around. The 2-1. Popped up. He makes the grab. 2 down. And up next for Miami, Xavier Edwards. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And with the inning still alive, here comes the heart of the order.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
And now Otto Lopez. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. He reaches 40 stolen bases on the season with that bag. Crushed. Left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. His 17th of the year. And they take the lead. It's 3-1. Now here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Agustin Ramirez. 2 down, nobody on. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Swings through it for the K. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Back here at Lone Depot Park. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Kyle Tucker. 1-1 now.
Well, it's been a very impressive outing so far. His command has been a big part of it. Even when he misses outside the strike zone, which is exactly what a pitcher wants.
Struck him out swinging. Strikeout number 8. And up to the plate is Will Smith. Stays alive. The Marlins up by 2, and we're in the top half of the 6th. So the Dodgers are going to have to try and come from behind and try and get that offense going. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. And there's a ball. Swing and a ball lined out towards center, and that'll do it.
Now pitching for
back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound. Number 77.
Ryan.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
The 2-1. Oh, look at the stop. Over to first. Got him.
No, he's
Great
out.
play to keep the leadoff man off base. And now here is Connor Norton. Here's a 2-1. Swing and a miss at a slider. A little bit low. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Up next for the Marlins.
2 down, base is empty. Jacob Marcy, the next up for the Marlins.
Ball.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. In the air to left center, Pajes turns to the right on the move, and that's the 3rd out. Back here in Miami, we go to the top of the 7th. Freddie Freeman steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
Seems like the hitters are struggling with their timing today. Kind of caught in between that sharp fastball and the nasty slider. I'd like to see him settle on a consistent pitch.
Got him swinging.
The batter, number 8.
Kike Hernandez at the plate. Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike 2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Up next for the Dodgers.
Andy Pajes will hit next. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. That one ripped right center field. This looks like extra bases. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the...
Ronnie Enriquez on the pitch here.
Pretty big spot he's coming into, trying to strand that runner at second base. So he's going to need to make some quality pitches. He does have first open if he needs to use it.
Now at the plate, Alex Freeland. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Now pitching for
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the seventh. Tanner Scott.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing the work behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the bump.
Check swing. He held up. Ball 2. Late on that fastball.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Out towards right center field. Touches down. That's a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Gotta love the resiliency he showed in that at bat, battling with 2 strikes. To me, it's just a really controlled, balanced swing. He wasn't trying to do too much with it. Just stayed disciplined, got the barrel to the ball, and put it in play.
The 2-2 now. That one missed. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. Back to the top of the order now. Now it's the Marlins leadoff hitter, Heriberto Hernandez. Got him looking for the strikeout. That was pretty nasty.
The batter, number 9.
Xavier Edwards, the next up for the Marlins. Hicks, the runner at first with 2 gone. The 1-1 is fouled off. The 1-2. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Ball, that's outside.
Oh, 3-2 now.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game. Back here at Lone Depot Park, ready to begin the 8th. Max Muncy steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Swing and a foul out of play. Payoff pitch. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. 3 balls, 2 strikes the count. And that's ball 4. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. Here's Ohtani.
And things could change quickly here with 1 swing.
The 1-1. Ground ball to the right side. And that's just foul.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Outside low, and now 3-2. And he walked him, and he represents the tying run on base after that hard-fought walk. And now a very big at-bat for Kyle Tucker. Late swing, foul to the left. Comes a 2-2. Good job to fight that one off. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Ground ball right side, Edwards. Here's Lopez for 1. And 2. What a play. Stepping in, Will Smith.
you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
Out to short. Tosses to first, and that's the inning.
Now pitching for
back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the eighth. Edgardo Henriquez.
Well, walks have certainly been an issue for him this season, so we'll see what kind of command he has.
Lopez.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Swing and a high fly ball hit the air left center field. This one's got a chance. That's down. One hops off the wall. And the bottom of the eighth starts with a double.
He was all over that one. Didn't try to do too much with it. Just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days with hitters trying to launch and hit home runs. But sometimes you got to shorten up just like that.
Man at second. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
High fly ball right field. And makes the grab. Runner tags at second. So up next Owen Casey.
The right fielder, Owen Casey.
The 1-1. That one lifted to left. Brings it in. Runner tags at second. And he moves up to third. Now 2 away. Connor Norton, the next up for the Marlins.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
The 2-1. Swings and sends a rocket to right. Plays it on a bounce, and it deflects away. Lopez scores, and they take a 3-run lead.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Henriquez checks over to first, and he's back. Next to hit, Jacob Marcy. Runner takes off. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it.
Now pitching for
We're
the
back,
Marlins,
and on the mound is the closer, Pete Fairbanks.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
Payoff pitch. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. So now it's Freddie Freeman. One down, base is empty here in the ninth. This one in the air, center field. And there's 2 down. So they're down to their final out. Here's Kike Hernandez. The 2-1. And that one missing low. The right-hander gives up the 2-out walk.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is if you are the offensive side of it.
Stays alive. 1 strike away. And he hits a ground ball right side. Throw to first is in time, and that'll do it. The Marlins even this series up at a game apiece.
Whether you're a season ticket holder or you just come to a couple of games a year, to see your team win at home, there's just something special about that. Good job by this team to get it done for the hometown fans.
4-1 the final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.